Color change in your body lotion or your facial cream is not always as a result of hydroquinone in that product or steroids or mercury. Color change can be caused by a whole lot of factors, and this video is here to address that for you. As a skincare formulator, if you experience color change after formulating your product after a period of time, it changes color or the consistency changes, it turns runny, or when you apply that lotion on your skin, it gives that soapy effect. Kindly watch this video to the end. This video is here to address it, tell you the causes and what to do to fix that. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Cosmetic Skin Glow. On this channel, we do everything skincare, from simple DIYs to product reviews. I also share tips and tricks with you to help you in your skin glow journey. So if you are stopping by this channel for the very first time, you are welcome to our skincare family. Please click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. So today's video is going to address color change in lotion, facial cream products, and the runny consistency, why your lotion or your cream turns runny after formulation, or why your lotion or your facial cream gives white cast or gives that soapy effect when applied on the skin. Kindly watch this video till the end. Remember, to make single products are available for immediate delivery and we deliver worldwide. We also offer skincare formulation class. Our natural skincare formulation class teaches you how to formulate very effective skincare products from scratch using ingredients that are safe on the skin and, of course, advanced formulas that are super effective. Send me a message today via the number on the screen. If you want the ebook, our ebook is available. You can get our ebook or register for the class. Send me a message today. So yes, if you formulate your facial cream or your body lotion, and after a while it turns runny, like it doesn't look thick as it was when you first formulated it, or the color changed from what it was originally to something else, or when you apply your product, your lotion on the skin, instead of it to just absorb into the skin, it leaves that soapy effect on your skin. I'm going to tell you what causes that. So first of all, let's start with color change. Color change in your lotion, your facial cream, it's not always about the ingredient, but your formulation technique. I'm going to start with one. Number one, when making use of sensitive ingredients in your formulation, ingredients like deoxyribonucleic, mequinone, or kojic acid, these ingredients are ingredients that tend to oxidize over time. And when you use ingredients like that changes color, like the ingredient on its own tends to change color or oxidize, there's a tendency for your lotion to oxidize or change color if proper measures are not put in place or are not considered in your formulation process. So number one, when making use of sensitive ingredients, like the ingredients I just mentioned, like kojic acid, deoxyribonucleic, or methanol, add those ingredients in the cool down phase of your formulation. When you add sensitive ingredients in the cool down phase of your formulation, it helps to prevent, that is number one step to prevent color change in that product. Number two, when dissolving your powders that are meant to dissolve with heat, you have to dissolve those powders on very low heat. Emphasis here is on very low heat. You don't have to rush. You don't need to be in a hurry to want to dissolve fast and formulate quickly. No, take your time. Dissolve your powder on very low heat. That is another step to prevent color change in your final product. Number three step is to dissolve your powders without heat. Yes, there are powders you can dissolve without heat, like your methanol, like your deoxyribonucleic. Yes, you can dissolve them using double boiler method, that's using heat. You can as well dissolve them without heat. Some of you may find it strange, but it actually works if you haven't tried it before. You can dissolve your methanol or deoxyribonucleic without heat. All you have to do is put it in, dissolve it using ethanol, okay, or it's a propyl myristate, but you have to leave it for a long period of time, okay? Just let it sit on its own. Everything is going to dissolve naturally. Yes, you can do that using deoxyribotrite as well. You can dissolve the deoxyribotrite with acid. Just put it in ethanol, okay, or it's a propyl myristate, and leave it. Just let it sit for some hours. It's just going to dissolve. And then you can add it in the cool down phase of your product, in the cool down phase of your formulation. Okay? Now, number 4 step to prevent color change in your product. You don't want your final product to change color when you finish formulating it, maybe a couple of days or weeks later. Another thing you should do is check and balance the pH of your product every step of the way. In every phase, like when we have the oil phase, the water phase, the cool down phase, and maybe you can have phase A, phase B, phase C, phase D, and E in your formulation. After each phase, make sure you check and balance the pH. Do not wait till the end of the whole formulation. I hope you get me. If you don't understand, please feel free to always ask questions in the comment section. Also check and balance the pH after adding in every phase. If you add phase A, check and balance the pH. Just check the pH before you proceed to adding phase B into your formulation. Now, the next thing you need to put into consideration is to make sure you check and balance the pH of your product before adding in your sensitive ingredients. Okay? This is simple. It's not difficult at all. Check. What I'm saying is that when formulating your product, make sure you have gotten the final pH of that product, like before you add in your sensitive ingredients. Sensitive ingredients now is before you add in your deoxyribotrite. If you want it to stay active in that product, make sure you have checked and gotten the final pH before you now add sodic acid. So make sure you check and balance the pH before you add in your sensitive ingredient, because pH balancing, sometimes when you balance the pH, that is the stage your product change from maybe pure white, if it was white, or off white, because it can change to yellow or something else, depending on the ingredients you have in that formula. So check and balance the pH before you add in your sensitive ingredients, before you add in your vitamin E, tocopherol acetate, and before you add in your preservative. Incorporate BHT in the oil phase of your formulation. That also helps to prevent color change in skincare cosmetic products. Another ingredient you need to incorporate is sodium metabosulfate. It helps to prevent color change. Now, this is how you need to do it. You can put your sodium metabosulfate in the sensitive ingredients and before you add it into the formulation. So after dissolving your kojic acid using heat, okay, remember I said dissolve it on very low heat. After you dissolve your kojic acid, you can now add your sodium metabosulfate into it and then add it into the lotion. Or you add your sodium metabosulfate into the lotion, then you add your sensitive ingredient that tends to change color. Okay? Ingredient that tends to change color, you add it in. Or when you add in those ingredients after dissolving them, you add in your sodium metabosulfate immediately. I hope you get this trick. That is how to prevent color change in your product, your lotion or your facial cream. So the last thing you must put into consideration to prevent color change in your facial cream or your body lotion is storage. Store your product in an airtight container. That also is going to help prevent color change. Store in an airtight container, and if possible, store in containers that are not transparent, that are not see-through. Like your body lotion, for example, if you are using this kind of sensitive ingredient I just mentioned, make sure you store your lotion in an airtight container, a container that you don't need to open every time before you get your lotion. So store it in a pump bottle, if possible, an amber color bottle, and store keep away from direct sunlight. So next, let's talk about watery texture. If after formulating your product, it turns watery after a period of time, maybe your facial cream turns watery after a couple of days or weeks, or your body lotion turns watery, that watery texture, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to tell you how to fix it and how to prevent it. prevent recurrence in the subsequent formulation. So if you've already formulated a very nice product, but you're not satisfied with the texture, like it's having that watery texture, what to do to fix it is to use guar gum or xanthan gum. Okay? Do not use nitrous, so it's not a healthy option for your skin. Use cosmetic grade xanthan gum. It's very simple. Just get glycerin, add your xanthan gum there, stir very well, and then pour it into the lotion or the scrub or whatever it is you formulated or your soap. You can do this method to fix watery texture in soap, in lotion, in cream, and in scrub. So if you already formulated a scrub and the texture is not okay, it's having that watery texture, just use there are different types of xanthan gum, okay? But make sure you use the cosmetic grade xanthan gum. Put it in glycerin, stir and pour directly into the product. Just stir it and everything will be fine. That is how to fix it. That is how to fix an already formulated product that has runny texture. Now, if you want to prevent it in your formulation, what you have to do is make sure while formulating that product, do not wait till the end of the formulation before you check and balance the pH. So at every step of the way, while you add in your pH, check and balance the pH at that stage. When you add in phase B, the same thing. When you add in phase C, the same thing. Always check and balance the pH as you add in the different phase into your formulation. So another way to prevent watery texture in your formulation is to use sufficient thickener. Make sure your thickener, the ratio of your water to oil is appropriate. Make sure you're using enough quantity of thickeners in your formulation, okay? That is why it's not advisable to just guess what and what put in your formulation or to just guess what quantity to use for each ingredient. You don't need to guess. You need to get proper formulation training so you know how to produce, you know the exact formula. Like if you train with or you're going to get the exact formula to use, formulas that are already customized with the exact quantity of ingredients to go into your formulation. So make sure you use sufficient formula, sufficient thickeners, your EOS is appropriate, total alcohol, everything, you're using them in the right ratio. Okay? So if after formulating your lotion, like when you apply it on your skin, it gives that soaking effect, like it leaves white cast on your skin, it gives that instant white effect on the skin. We call it soaking effect. What you need to consider and fix in your next formulation is to reduce your cetyl alcohol, your emulsifying wax, your stearic acid, heavy butters like shea butter. Those are some of the reasons that your product gives soaping effect. So what you have to do to fix it is to reduce all that, use the appropriate ratio, the correct quantity and measurement. Or to do that, to fix an already formulated lotion that gives that effect, just add happy glycerin. It's going to help fix it and correct it. Also, use light oils like sunflower oil in your formulation. That is going to help correct the soaping effect your facial cream or your body lotion gives after. So this brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you found it really interesting. I hope you learned something in today's video. I'm going to see you in my next video. Please hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed yet. Turn on the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. What formulation challenge are you battling with? Drop your question in the comment section. Share your experience with me in the comment section. I'll be there and I'm going to reply every one of you.